What's up, guys? Quick editing Hank disclaimer here. Um, as I'm editing this one out, obviously with it being the first draft we did over a Zoom call. Um, some technical difficulties transferring over the video to my editing. Some of the audio is a little wonky at points. Also, Zoom apparently has a time limit for group calls, which we did not know beforehand. So there are two moments where there are very distinct and abrupt kind of cuts in the edit that will be noticeable, but that was because we had to redo the Zoom video because we didn't know about the time limit. So sorry about those. Other than that, I think it's a really fun video, so enjoy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hank's Movie Ranks. Today, I am joined with some special guests here, Carter and Carson, as you would know famously on this channel from picking movies such as La La Land or Real Steel from the Best Friend movie rankings. Today, as you can tell by the title, we have an animated movie draft. I asked the guys if they just wanted to partake in a video, and we decided to do a draft and start off some animated movies because there's a lot of good ones out there. So why not? Before we get into it, Carson, Carter, how you guys doing today?
Doing good, bro. Happy to be here. Dang, dude, when you have the future movie podcast and we are drifters on it every once in a while, let's look back at this and acknowledge how much green Carson wore today.
Hey, he's ripping the
Gotta
Jets
rep.
today.
Gotta rep. Go
Rep the
Jets.
Giants.
All
This
right,
is
I'll
New
just
York
cut you
football
off,
represent.
Carter.
Combined 0-6.
Yeah, it is September 28th. The Jets don't even play today, and I'm still repping because I'm not even gonna rep on Monday because of how embarrassing they are to watch. Also repping North Dakota, the best state to grow up in, some might argue. If you live in Bismarck, though, that place sucks. Fargo's a lot better. Everybody knows that from North Dakota. So I'm doing good though. Happy I'm not watching the Jets today. Happy I could watch the Saints cover by 15 and a half. That's kind of what I was looking forward to today. And I was looking forward to this, of course. Everybody loves a good animated movie, whether you're an adult or kid. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what you boys pick and see what steals I can get today.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, we got the order on the screen here. It's going to start with Carter, go to Carson, then me, and we'll do a snake draft. Before we get going into it, what was your guys' process after I asked you guys to do the draft? Did you do much research into getting a list ready of movies to pick, or like how'd you go about getting your list ready for the day?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was like gonna designate 20, 30 minutes before this just to like hammer down my movies. I did make a little note sheet with like my top animated ones, just like off the top of my dome, but I didn't do that. So I was I was like frantically I asked chat to just give me like a list of 100 movies and then I'm just going down the list and being like that's a good one. That's a good one. But I have five or six solid choices that I'm fully behind even without chat. So that was my research method.
Fair enough. Carson?
Um, so unlike Carter, I have more than five or six because we are picking seven today.
Dude, I got many in the bank from chat.
Yeah, I believe you though. I believe you. What I did for my research is I kind of just like thought of some of my favorite ones. I had like two or three really that I'm just like I want them on my team. They're starters. They should be
Favorite
starters on
blue
every
guys?
starting roster. Yeah, they put up big numbers. I know that. And then I just kind of asked like friends because I just
Hmm.
wanted to see what like other people said. I obviously have my favorites. I got a lot of answers. That was one of my favorites. So I'm really hoping I can get that one on the squad. But I just kind of asked other people, and then I've got a list right here in case I really need to go into the bank. Um, but yeah, I think I didn't do too much research, but I have a good knowledge of like what ones I like, which ones I don't like that are popular and unpopular. So yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I was kind of telling you guys beforehand, but I just went like company by company, like Pixar and Dreamworks, and just wrote down all the ones that I thought like, oh, I'll maybe pick it. So I've got like 30 or something listed here. Obviously, we're not going to get to that deep, but I just figured I'd have some that like I for sure want to target, and then others that were like, oh, if they're some of the top ones are gone. This is a fun one. And then also at the end, we can just talk about some of the ones that didn't get picked and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Let's go.
But yeah, so I think we can just jump right into it. Carter, you got the first pick. I have an idea where this one could be going based on if
Come
anyone's
on,
watched
baby.
the best friends favorite movies draft. I have an idea where this one could go, but
Will
I'll
we
let
get
you
copyrighted
take the
if I
floor
if I
here.
do some intro tunes?
We might just don't play it too
I'll
long.
play like 2 seconds. Some people, let me preface, some people are going to be like, oh, it's recency bias. Oh, it's not actually that good.
It
No.
is.
Ready? Hold on. I got to get the right one.
Suspense is killing us. This is hilarious
And his
because
mic
we
cut
can't
out.
hear the audio.
It's so loud
The
that his
what?
mic cut out.
Did it cut me out?
Yeah.
It cut it
Okay,
out,
maybe
yeah.
that's a sign. Um,
Yeah, Zoom's protecting us from copyright claims. Respect.
there you go.
All
K-pop Demon
right.
Hunters #1. Best movie I've seen all of 2025. I'm not even joking. I will say, objectively,
Sinners.
maybe not the best movie of all time. What was that, Sinners?
Sinners
Um,
bird.
I agree.
maybe not objectively the best movie of all time, but I think it was a super, super fun movie to watch. And the fact that it can cover a range between 22-year-old guys watching it and also like 7-year-old girls, all jamming together at the sing-along in theaters. Um, that is my #1 pick. Rumi, Zoe. Also, oh, Mira too. The fact that the music is #1 globally on the charts, and it has been for
I was gonna say, is it still number one?
Golden's still #1.
Damn.
And then the
Yeah.
whole story with EJ too, and how she wanted to be K-pop demon, not a K-pop demon hunter, how she wanted to be a K-pop idol, and now she kind of got to do that. I could go
Mhm.
on and on, but that is my #1.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy the movie a lot. I talked about it obviously already in the other video, but the music's great. I think the story is really good. I just I do agree. It might be a little recency bias to be number one in an all-time animated movie draft, but I know it's you really love it, so I kind of expected it to go number one. And also, as I said in the other video, with it being probably the only 2025 movie that's going to get picked, I'm assuming. Uh,
Mhm.
it's cool to talk about it. This one might it's probably going to get animated feature Oscar. Honestly, it probably will win because I'm sure Netflix, being as big of a company, are able to push it a ton, which is sweet. And then Golden probably will get a song nomination. Um, so yeah, that's cool that it'll probably be a Oscar nominated movie as well. But yeah, I really like it. I would not have taken it number one for sure, but I totally expected
It's
you to.
kind of like me drafting Adam Thielen as a Vikings fan, like #1 on fantasy, when like, yeah, he's not the best receiver, but he's like, when he was going off,
Like
he was
close to
going
your
off.
heart. It's
It's
close to
like
your
you
heart.
taking Zach
So
Ertz just so you can name your team Balzac or my Balzac Ertz 3 rounds earlier that he should have been.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I
That's
won
what that
that.
pick was
So
right there.
There you go.
All right. So CK with K-pop. All right.
Carson, I'm assuming you have the board fully of the
Yeah.
movies you would have
K
taken.
K-pop Demon Hunters. I watched it this summer. It's a good movie. Not my favorite. I'm not that big of a musicals person, although I did watch The Muppets, Europe's Most Wanted last night. That was actually kind of a
Not the
banger.
not the original with Man or Muppet though.
No, did you know Diddy actually
Oscar
had
best
a
song.
cameo? Uh, yeah.
No.
did he has a
Did
cameo in Muppets?
Diddy has
Oh,
a cameo in the Muppets Most Wanted. So that one, that
that
threw me.
checks out.
Yeah, it sadly does.
Carter's got K-pop. Carson, what do you got at number two?
Let me pull up. Actually, I don't need a list because I think it's one of the best animated movies by far. Carter, I understand why you would pick that. Recency bias. Um, but the real best movie of our childhood, I'm gonna say it's my second favorite. It's a lot of people's favorites though. Cars. The original Cars is unreal. Lightning McQueen's just such a great character. There's so many good characters that are all different in that movie. And as a kid, you just watched that and it was just as good. as it was when I was a kid, as it is now. It's a amazing movie, and I think that's why it should be the number one pick. But I'll happily take it in the second pick.
Let's go. I get to have my Cars talk. I think Cars is one of the most overrated movies, period,
Wrong.
honestly. I think it's for reasons like this, like I think so many people have as like their favorite. I didn't even list it mine over here for Pixar options. I think it's like 10th for Pixar movies in my opinion. Like it's still good, obviously. It's Cars, but and also Cars 2 and 3 are both awful. But the first
Okay.
Cars is I mean it's still fun, but I just think that like there's a lot of other Pixar movies I like a lot more. Um so that's kind of just why I think Cars is like one of the more overrated ones. Um just because yeah, because I just don't think it's like the best from Pixar at all, and so then very much less animation as a whole. I think Lightning McQueen's kind of an asshole, actually. Um,
He is.
like that. It made her. Maybe I'm just like retroactively hating him more because in Cars 2, Mater is like the most annoying character to ever touch a movie screen. Because with all due respect to Larry the
Jar
Cable
Jar
Guy,
Binks.
I don't really love Larry the Cable Guy as like the lead guy in my movie. Um, but so I don't know. I mean, it's still good again, but I think it's one of the more overrated ones because I just don't think it's like a top tier animated movie. But I see why people enjoy it.
I can respect that opinion, but I really disagree.
I also think it's part of where because I think it's is it 2006 movie, I think.
Yeah, I
So I
believe
think
so.
like for like our generation, people love it so much is because like we're all like four and like you
Yeah.
know parents are throwing cars in immediately. So I feel like that's like the movie a lot of us have the most exposure to. So then
Hmm.
just because of that, we love it so much. But anyway, again, I like the first Cars and I enjoy it, but I just think there's a lot of other animated movies I would take over it
That's fair.
personally. Sheik, what are your thoughts on
Dude, to be
Cars?
truthfully transparent,
Okay,
we'll
big
go
word,
with
look
it.
it up.
I haven't watched the original Cars probably since I was in elementary school, all the way through. I did the last Cars that I even touched was when we went in theaters to the final Cars.
Yeah,
Do you
the
remember
third
that?
one,
Yes.
kind of.
Um, so honestly, I feel like I don't have an opinion on it beyond what I experienced in my childhood. And that was just kind of how you described Henry, like, oh, Cars is just on, like this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's the thing is like when we're kids, it's talking cars, like it, it's sick, but
Dude, I will
like,
say though, if there was like
you
a
know,
like a pizza party in like second grade and somebody put on Life is the Highway, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, that seems sick.
That opening
Cars does
scene
have an elite
cars.
scene when the like the like light up cars are taking on Mac when he's like falling asleep.
Oh, there's so many elite scenes. You have the first scene, the I am speed. Like
That's
that's
good too.
if
That's
that
good
doesn't
stuff.
get your heart rate going, I don't know what is.
Jumping
Maybe
out
a
of an
defibrillator
airplane
will get you
singing
going.
K-pop.
Then the car scene that Hank just talked about with Mac, when he's falling asleep, that's an amazing scene. Like as a kid, you're like, those cars are so cool. And
We
then you
got an order.
exactly. And then you get the scene of in Radiator Springs when you have like all the lights or like McQueen gets that like road done and all of the lights are like lit up in Radiator Springs and they're playing, I don't even remember the song
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Hank can hum it because of purposes on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. But it's just such a good scene. And then you have the amazing scene at the very end of where Doc
He should have
Hudson,
finished the damn race,
or
though.
not
I'm just gonna
Doc.
throw that out there.
What?
Lightning McQueen should have finished the damn race.
It's
He
a
didn't need
good
a brake
lesson.
check
It's a good
right at the
lesson. It's
end.
not about winning all the time. That's what Cars is trying to teach us. So I don't know. I like my pick. I'm gonna stand by it.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's fair. Like I said, it's a good movie. I like it, but I just there's a lot more I would pick. And we could segue that right into my two. Uh, they work perfectly because my two favorite animated movies by far are still left. So I'll start off with what I think right now I would say is my favorite. It had always been Monsters Inc. and we'll get to that one. But right now I'm gonna say The Incredibles. Is gonna be my first pick. I think The Incredibles is the best animated movie there is. It's a great family movie. It's a great superhero movie. I think it's just really great in every single aspect it's trying to cover. Um, it's the best Fantastic Four movie there is, but while not being about the Fantastic Four. Um, and yeah, like I would put in my top five of superhero movies, animated movies, obviously. Yeah, I just think all the characters in that are great. Syndrome is a sweet villain, and like also like there's a lot more mature stuff in that than like a lot of animated movies. Like there's straight up a scene where Mr. Incredible is just finding out that all of his homies got deleted by Syndrome and his drones on that island.
It's an elite
And
scene.
then, like that's kind of crazy. And then also Syndrome's just like willing to let's go the Giants won. Or he's willing to just like kill a whole family. Like he gets hype when he thinks that he's blown up the plane with Dash and Violet, and this is incredible. Um, so yeah, I think it's really good, like mature stuff in that movie. Like I said, great family movie, great superhero movie. So that's my favorite, and that's why I went with that.
That's a good one. It is a good one. It's not my personal favorite, but I can see why a lot of people really like it. I'll catch myself like enjoying it when I watch it, but I probably don't have it in my it might be barely in my top five personally. I really like some other Pixar.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I mean everyone's got their picks, but yeah, I think it's so great. And I watched it recently, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome.
I think I watched it so much as a little kid with my family that it got old to where I actually started I didn't like it because it was just like always on. But I think even the fact that my family was putting it on so much does
Yeah,
speak to how good of a movie it is. And Hank, I didn't even realize until you said it about like the adult themes. And I'm sure as like an
yeah.
adult, I haven't watched it in my adulthood yet.
That's the
But
thing is like a lot of these when I watch them now, like obviously it's not like I'm like an adult and like have a family or anything, but just like being 23 as opposed to being 8 watching it, you notice so much more stuff. Uh,
yeah, like the fact that you can be engaged though with it as in a 6-year-old or like a 23-year-old. I think that speaks to it. But I agree
yeah.
with Carson. I want to put a top five for me. But
Fair enough. Well, and I already alluded to it, but from on the swing here with my second pick, I will also take Monsters Inc. Got the poster of that one over here in my room. Uh, I would have for a long time said that one was my favorite until recently I rewatched Incredibles, which had always been number two, and I was like, yeah, I'll put that at number one for now. But I also love this one. Um, I think Mike and Sully's like one of, if not the greatest duos in movie history. They just work so well together. Um, and then yeah, I mean, it's just a really fun movie. And it also is kind of a family movie in a way, where like an unconventional family, where obviously Mike and Sully are these roommates and like best friends, and then having Boo come in. But yeah, I think it's an emotional one. At the end, every time when Mike gives Sully the last piece of the shredded door, and he opens it up, and Boo says, "Kitty." I mean, come on, yeah, you're not gonna have your heart melt every time at the end of that one.
Good one.
But yeah, so that's those are my two, number one and number two animated movies. So I'm happy to get them in both of my picks.
No, that's a good one. I think I'm gonna have to pivot. I was gonna pick a one, but I'm afraid Carter's gonna pick the other Monsters movie. I'm going with Monsters U.
oh, oh
Monsters
no.
U, I love. I borderline love that one more than the first one. I think it's such a fun movie. Because I mean, when I've rewatched it, we're in college now. Like college is like so much fun, and it just like it shows like in that movie kind of just like their real character arc about how they are so different and yet they became like best friends because of it. I think that just like there's not a lot of like prequels or sequels when they make a second movie that like hit. I think that was like one of the biggest hits of a like prequel or sequel. Um, I just love that movie so much. And like I said, the character arcs like from that movie, from like the start to the end, I think is just so awesome. And I find it like very funny how they have, I think it's Randall, right? Randall Boggs
Yeah, he's
is
like a nerd.
is a nerd and he's like not a mean guy. He's like a smart, like nice guy at the start.
Mhm.
And he becomes like the villain towards the end kind of, and I just like love everything about it. I was kind of afraid of Carter picking it in his next two picks. So I really like Monsters U. I wanted that one. That was one of my three that I circled that I was like, I really need this on my team. So I had to pick the other monsters.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I like it. It's a really good college movie. And also, yeah, it hits better when you're in college.
Yes, it
And then
really
also, I love it because it's like I said, it's one of the best, if not my favorite movie duo of all time with those two
Yeah.
characters. Obviously, I wouldn't have picked it this high just because like I don't think it's as strong as the first. And
I low key I like it all.
There's some other Pixar ones I like more as well. But I definitely have this one like higher than I think like average consensus of people online and whatnot, just because I like these characters so much. So that's fair.
I actually have never seen it.
No, Carter, you have to watch it.
Dude, I've never seen it. I'll watch it,
Bro
but
blocked Carter's pick on a movie he's never seen.
That's crazy. Well, when I saw Carter's face when I said that, I kind of like knew like, oh, he wasn't gonna pick it. Oh well, I still like the pick, but I'm shocked that you've never seen it.
Yeah,
I think it's a must watch. Like if you've seen the first one, Monsters Inc., you have to watch Monsters U. It's
the
I
next.
think you would watch it, Carter, and you would love it. Like I
I
legit
agree.
think
I think you'd
I'll
like it
watch
a
I,
lot.
it.
I think you would text in our group chat and be like, "How have I never seen this movie? It's amazing." I'm that confident that you would like it that much.
Hey, bet, dude. I'll watch it,
Carter's such a Johnny Worthington, bro.
bro. I don't get
You
that
don't
reference.
get that reference, you get.
All
He is
right.
Johnny.
Um. Oh, now that K-pop Demon Hunters is officially on my team, I think I can go back down to like maybe like a little bit more reasonable for best movies of all time. I do think K-pop will stand the test of time, but enough of that. Um, I'm a little torn here because I have three, but I know I got two picks and I think one will drop. So my number two, arguably the greatest animated movie of all time, How to Train Your Dragon, the
Good one.
first, the
Good
first
one.
movie.
It's on my list. It's up there pretty high.
Good one.
I mean, storyline, music, characters. Never, dude. If I could play it for this video, I would. Uh, I just remember watching it as a little kid, and I didn't watch it all the way through the first time. And I don't like all I remember from that memory is just wanting to like watch that, finish the movie for how good it was. And even now, again, watching it as an adult. I remember the first time I rewatched it again as an adult, I was literally in Costa Rica by myself, just had like a free day. I could be out in nature, like enjoying Costa Rica. Dude, I was like glued to my phone watching this movie. And it's the same feeling that I get watching it. And I would say other people get it too, to where you're like
Good one.
reading a storybook about like knights and dragons. I mean, literally that's the story, but it just like, I don't know, it captures your heart. And I think it's like objectively one of the best animated movies of all time. I'll
Yeah,
still listen to the
I had it
soundtrack
pretty
like
high on my list.
I would say I had it on my list, but I know it's good. I haven't seen it in a while. So like in the back of my mind, I knew it was a good movie, but I was like, I feel like it's hard for me to pick it because it's been so long since I've watched it.
Hmm.
But I mean, if I rewatch it, I probably would like it just as much as I did the first time I watched it. I I like the pick. I really do.
Yeah. I was seeing a post online where it's a tweet and it's like delete one franchise forever from DreamWorks. It was Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, Madagascar, and Kung Fu Panda. And I saw so many people say How to Train Your Dragon. I'm like, that's legitimately the best one of those four.
Oh,
Like,
easily.
Madagascar, dude. Get
back off.
Madagascar out of there.
Get
Yeah,
Shrek.
well, the thing though is Madagascar is, I think, objectively the worst franchise, but it also has so many funny memes and stuff. I wouldn't be able to post "All hail the New York Giants" every time the Giants win if it
Fair
wasn't for
enough.
Madagascar,
Oh, you
which
can't.
I'm gonna have to post once we're done filming this.
All
But yeah,
right.
it's a good pick. So
Carson, what do you think? Or no, you kind of talked
Again,
already.
see,
you got the turn, bro.
Um, all right. This is so I have two that I wanna get, but I'll go with the one. And I was a little torn choosing between which one I picked, but I'm gonna go Spider-Man Across the Universe.
that's a better one.
I do like that one
Across
more. I like the
Across,
second one a little
across
bit
is
more. That's a
better.
great
I
pick.
agree.
I
I had that one high too.
that movie, same studio as K-pop Demon Hunters, mind you. That
Hmm.
movie though, I remember walking out of the theater. Carson, did I go with you or was it Henry? Regardless.
I think I might have went with you. I fell
I think it
asleep.
was you too. I think I went with my uncle. I think I went with Christopher.
I think I went with you, Carter. I remember falling asleep halfway through the movie though, because I don't remember why, but I had to rewatch it when it like came out, and I loved it.
Dude, as
I'm
far as like
serious.
captivating when you're watching it, I mean the art alone, and then you
It's
add the
amazing.
storyline to that, the ending, like the cliffhanger, the
Yep.
music, like it checks every
I will
box.
say, because of that, it could get worse retroactively if they fumble the third one. But I doubt they will, considering the
I don't
first two
know.
are
That's a
as
hot take, dude.
since the first two are as good as they are. I doubt they'll fumble it. It'll probably just make it look even better in the end.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my three.
They better not mess up that
Good.
the third movie. I swear,
That's a good pick, Carter.
it's a great one.
And the villain too. Sweet villain.
Yeah, sweet. It
Yeah,
really is a good movie.
yeah.
So, I guess it's my third pick now. With my third pick, I'm picking my favorite animated movie. I absolutely love this movie. I don't think any animated movie will top it. I just think uh I don't even know. I just watch it and I love the whole like everything about it. I There's never a moment in the movie where I'm just like this part stinks. I love Coco. Coco's
Okay. Yep, yep.
Coco's my favorite animated movie. When I was talking to my neighbors and roommates about like their favorite animated movies, I had two girls and one guy tell me that Coco was their favorite animated movie. So that's how I knew like I would be pretty confident with this draft. I was kind of scared that it would get picked because I love it so much, but I'm happy to get it in the third. I just love this movie. Everything about it. There's some plot twist in it. The music is like good. It's the like whole like culture of like the Day of the Dead and stuff like that. It's just like so different, and I think I just really I'll love that movie forever. Favorite animated movie, so happy to get that on the squad.
Ernesto de la Cruz. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a beautiful looking movie too. Like they really
This.
put animation to its full potential there with the Land of the Dead and all that. And then yeah, the music's great. It just tells a really good story. And that one also has an emotional moment at the end when he's singing the song to his
Yep.
grandma. To so yeah, that's another one where it's like, how can you not like you don't feel anything, you don't have a heart at the end of that one.
No.
But yeah, Coco's a great pick.
Dude, I just got goosebumps, no joke, thinking about that final scene.
It's so good.
And I was humming that song earlier today because I had it on my list. I was like,
Mhm.
"Make me fucking-" anyways, great choice. I would have picked it if you didn't.
Yep.
Mhm. All right. My third and fourth ones. Third one, I think I'm gonna take the Fantastic Mr. Fox. I know Carson, you said you hadn't seen that one yet. I bet you'll
No,
love it, considering you said you like the Wes Anderson
I
movies.
like Wes Anderson, so I know I would love it. I think I'm gonna plan on watching it in the next coming weeks here for sure.
Yeah, I mean that one's great. It's the stop motion animation too, so like I think that stuff's always cool because it's like the fact that they make that work as well as it does is
Yeah.
so cool. And then it's also like the movements are more clunky, but in a way that like gives it more character and it's more kind of like interesting to watch sometimes. Then it really just tells a good story of like kind of just like finding your
Those
place. I won't spoil it too much, but like finding your place where Fox is like kind of feeling unfulfilled after having to like give up what he wants and then getting back into it and like seeing how people always kind of like yearn for a certain thing that they want to like pursue and be good at, even if it's not always like they're in their best interest and then the consequences and stuff they have to live with. So yeah, that one's just great. All that performances, the voice acting in it is great, and character models are really cool, as I said. So yeah, I really, really love Fantastic Mr. Fox, so I'm gonna take it for my third. Carter, have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No,
No,
bro. I mean,
definitely
I've heard
recommend that
such good
one.
things though that like I feel like I've indirectly watched it a little bit, but no, I've never watched it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I think you both would love it. Um, so after that, number four, I'm in between a couple here. I don't know. They all are like pretty good ones, so they all could get picked before they get back to me. But I'm gonna take the Lion King.
Damn
Um,
it.
I mean, the Lion King is like maybe like objectively the best animated
It's
movie
unreal.
ever. Um, I mean, that was just amazing. There's like really not a lot to like say about it that like isn't like obvious if you've seen The Lion King of like why it's so great. All the characters are awesome. Tells such like a just fantastic story about growing up and like dealing with things that happen and also then like family ties and all that stuff. It's got an awesome villain song of Be Prepared with Scar and then also other great songs like Hakuna Matata. I just can't wait to be king and Circle of Life. That's not
Yep.
even all of them either. Like there's tons of great ones. Pumbaa and Timon are great side characters. They like have the Mater role in this movie, but I think do it a lot better. And so yeah, this one's just awesome. Uh, it's the Lion King. There's like, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say on it, but and by
I
Carson's reaction, I'm happy I took it there because it
yeah,
looked like it was going next.
it was going next. I was 100% picking it. I love The Lion King. Even the live action I really enjoyed too, which is kind of cool to see. I think it's one of the only live actions I've enjoyed. Um, but yeah, the movie's amazing. The songs are amazing. Everything about it. It's a great movie. It's my third favorite animated movie. I know I've already picked three. Um, but it is my third favorite animated movie.
Monsters, you puts the Lion King in the dirt.
Yeah. I mean I really enjoy, but yeah.
Yeah, I think as you said, Henry, it's objectively, and it's probably not even like, I mean, it's arguable, but I think most
Yeah,
people would lean towards like, yeah, it's probably objectively the greatest movie of animated movie of all time. Um, dude, I think it's like, I don't know. Animated movies all capture like a good storyline, at least good ones, but there's something about The Lion King to where it's like there's like a truth even beyond a truth. Like I don't know. It almost like approaches like biblical truth. Like it's
Oh,
the storyline is legit. So
betrayal,
yeah, no,
redemption.
like, seriously, like
Trail
archetypal
of
Yeah, that's
Redemption.
fair.
good versus
I mean,
evil.
it has a great payoff in the end with everything that happens in
Yeah,
that movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, everything just ends up coming together so well in that movie. So,
yeah, it's world class. Nice.
hmm
All
all right,
right.
Carson, what's your pivot then off the line? Okay.
I'm like I'm in a lost space. I was really hoping you didn't pick Lion King. I'm just gonna stick to with picking like my personal favorites. Surf's Up is going. I
Ah, damn
I
it.
love Surf's Up. Surf's Up. Well, I think it's hilarious. I rewatched that with my roommates, and we catch ourselves laughing and quoting that movie, um, so much. Like we quote that movie probably like weekly, even like close to daily at this point. They're just so funny. Like we always say the like sea urchin quote where it's like stepped on me, that boy was dancing on me. And it's like the only scene that the sea urchin has, and we find it hilarious. Like we're just like laughing and quoting that. So it's so funny. It's a great movie. And it's a penguin surfing. Like I don't know what's cooler than that, honestly. And then you have Chicken Joe. What a great side character,
So,
which is a better tow mater. way better than Tomater. I think he's probably one of the best side characters.
The meta AI imagining of Chicken Joe is the background on our Instagram DM.
It is. It is. Chicken Joe is our backroom Instagram. So our background of our Instagram DM. So yeah, it's a good one. I love it. It's up there in my
Mhm.
favorites. It's probably a top five for me. So
Yeah, I mean my favorite part about it is how creative it is, where it does like the Office or like Modern Family thing where it's a mockumentary and they're like interviewing them in the middle of it, which is just so funny in the middle of an animated movie about surfing penguins. And it also just kills me every time that Shia LaBeouf is Cody. It
yep.
just, I don't know why, it makes me laugh every time
Always
Cody
forget.
talks, and I'm like, it's Shia LaBeouf.
I didn't even know that. That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
so yeah, I mean that one's awesome. That one's a great time. I'm assuming no one's going to be taking Surfs Up to Wave Mania on here though.
That movie sucks, unfortunately.
It's a real thing, and it's basically just a feature length WWE commercial. But okay,
I mean
so
I've like seen clips of it. I've
I
never
haven't seen it, but
to
I
watch
just
it. I don't think I'll ever be watching it because I don't want to ruin the first one.
I just think it's funny they have like John Cena Penguin in that movie, and but anyway.
All right,
All right,
see.
Carter, what do you got?
This one is, oh, it's a good one. I'll just say it outright. Mulan.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay, okay.
Mulan's good.
Top
Sure.
top movie, incredible storyline, again, incredible music. I think it's one of those ones that as a kid I was just completely captivated by when I first watched it. And then even now, when I still watch it, I get fired up. Especially the let's get down to business. Yeah, that is my what is this, fourth pick? So
Yeah, yeah, around four.
Good one. I don't have to say anything about that. That's a good pick. Probably I'm not gonna assume for anybody, but that might be the only Disney princess movie with us guys up there. Maybe Hank is plotting something. But I think that's one of my favorite. Like out
Bro's
of
not ready.
Little Sisters, that's when we'd watch a Disney princess movie, that was my favorite one every time.
That's fair. It's definitely up there. You would assume wrong, though. We'll get to it later, probably. But
Yeah.
I beat you to it, Henry.
All right, Seek. Fifth pick.
All right. Fifth pick. Also, we do have, it says 6 minutes,
yeah,
35.
we might
Okay.
need to
We'll keep
pause
going.
and
We'll keep rolling.
we'll pause and get a different another
This
video up.
one,
But we'll,
it could fall, and I think it probably would, but I don't want to take a chance, one. And then also, I think it does it a disservice not to say it. It's a sleeper, Prince of Egypt.
I
Ooh,
have it on there.
Class, class movie.
it is.
Again, like checks every box. Music, story, even like voice actors, Hans Zimmer cooking. Um,
As always.
and then I think it's just a great representation of the Bible as well. So
Yeah. No,
No, for sure. I had that one unlisted.
that one's definitely good. I really like it. I wasn't gonna pick it. I think it's just because it's been so long since I've seen it, but I remember really enjoying it as a kid, for sure.
It's a great one. One of the best from DreamWorks for sure. Car's got the DreamWorks heavy hitters with How to Train Your Dragon and Prince of
Yeah,
Egypt.
for real.
and then the Sony.
Um,
Yeah, true.
so I've got pick five here. I'm just gonna keep going with my personal favorites again. Just this one for me is if I had to list, I think it'd probably be close to top five. I don't 100% know. Maybe it'd be just outside of top five for me. Big Hero 6.
Hmm.
I love Big Hero 6.
Hmm.
I worked at a kids camp this past summer and we watched Big Hero 6 so much and every single time I got rest break and there was like I was like, all right, kids, we want to watch Big Hero 6 or we want to watch this movie. And like everybody raise your hands for this and close your eyes. Everybody raise your hands. There were some days where I picked Big Hero 6 when less of the majority picked Big Hero 6 because I wanted to watch Big Hero 6 over Incredibles 2 or something
Bro,
like
that's
that.
voter fraud.
That is voter fraud, but when you are the government, you can do that. So Um, it was always close though. Like if it was really bad, I wouldn't do it. But if it was like one or two votes off, I'd just pick Big Hero 6 because I think that movie is really fun and good. The villain's awesome. There's good plot twists, good character development. It's kind of a sad movie too. Like there's some sad parts, but then there's some good, happy parts as well.
Baymax goated. That's all I really got to say on
Oh,
that one. I mean,
real.
they got
That's
Baymax.
great, great movie. I haven't seen
Mister,
it in
that
a
was his
while, so
mistake. Twist villain.
Yeah.
top pick.
Alrighty, Hank. Five. Pick five
All
over.
right. I don't think any of the ones I was considering last time got picked, so I'll just take Lilo and Stitch.
Good one.
Um, the original, not the goddamn live action remake from this year, which can go to hell.
Dang,
Um,
bro.
I hate that. That's a thing. But anyway, I watched. You know what I did when the live action one came out? I went home and I watched the original animated one, and it was just as good as I remember. I love that little blue fella. He's awesome. I mean, and the movie just got like a ton of heart. Obviously, you got the Ohana means family, and like that truly is like shown in this movie. Like all of them care so much about each other, including this little space alien who they just met and made such a big impact on them as quickly as he did. And so yeah, I mean that one I think is amazing. So I'm gonna take that one here at five. And moving on to six. I'll take Ratatouille. That's I think my third favorite Pixar movie, behind obviously the first two I took. Um, and then we'll hold off. Pick number seven will be my probably be the Princess one if it doesn't get taken. Um, and but yeah, Ratatouille. I mean, I think it's just great. It shows to like follow your dreams and like never give up. It also has a lot of funny moments with obviously Remy controlling Linguini by pulling his hair, and I just think that's funny. And like obviously it has some great like visual memes, like when Remy's choking on the like piece of cheese or whatever it is. Um, so yeah, and then also the villains are good. The main chef, why Skinner, Chef Skinner. That dude's just a hater. And then so yeah, I just think all the characters in that are pretty great. It's a good message, and that one will be my pick at number six. Do you guys got any thoughts on those two?
Um, Lilo and Stitch and Ratatouille, those are two good picks. Ratatouille, I always enjoyed as a kid. It was never like my favorite, but it was always like a good watch. And I think those are two really good picks with some really good like comedy in there. I think if I rewatched it, I would really enjoy it. And Lilo and Stitch, Stitch was always my favorite like character growing up. I loved Stitch. He was like I thought he was so funny and so goofy. Which he is a funny and goofy character. And then like seeing like he's like a rabid dog essentially. And seeing like him like just have like the like feelings like towards Lilo and like you said, Henry, just like the Onana or however you say it.
Hana
Um
means
Ohana, yeah, the Ohana means family. Like that every time they like say that in the movie, your heart just melts. And I think it's such a good movie.
I didn't
I
watch Lilo
agree.
and Stitch a lot growing up. I mean, like bits and pieces. I probably saw the full movie just in different parts, but it was always just like a good classic, like feel good, reminds me of childhood movie. And then
That's
Ratatouille.
another one where I think if you watch it now, you'll like it way
Yeah,
more than you
I
did
did
then.
watch the live action in 3D in Honduras in Spanish. Anyways,
You're the problem. You're the
that's a
problem.
different story. Ratatouille 2, classic, like very unique story. Not one of my favorites, but nonetheless still just like a good, solid movie. So
It's solid. All right. We are on my sixth pick now. My sixth pick, Carson, all you do is pick Disney movies. Yes, I know. I
I'm
grew
picking.
up watching mostly Disney movies. I'm gonna go with A Bug's Life. I I love like the plot of that movie. I also it was one of those movies that I watched as a kid all the time. And so I just think I love it because I watched it all the time. And I think like Flint is just such like a fun character where he goes through like his trials throughout the movie.
Flick,
Um, Flint, did I say Flint?
Flick. Yeah. What do you think of
Flick.
Flint Lockwood from Cloudy with a
Yeah,
Chance of Meatball?
yeah, that's another good one. That's another good one. But yeah, Flick. Flick is such a good
Yeah,
character.
he's great.
Um, and then like the whole like circus bit that they kind of have going, I think is really funny.
Hmm. I think it's got one of the best Pixar villains. Hopper
He's a good villain.
is he's kind of freaky, dude. The one scene where he's talking about like how the ants are way smaller than us, but he does with the grain seed where he basically just kills his homie with a bunch by suffocating him under grain seeds to like show how even though they're little, since they outnumber them by so much, that's why they're dangerous. I think that's a great scene. So
It's
uh
really
yeah, Bug's Life is great.
Dude, again, I never watched this movie all the way through. I just remember it would be on TV every once in a while and I'd see bits and pieces. So I don't have much to say.
Fair enough.
all right. Seek on to
Well,
your
you
picks.
got you got something to say about your final two picks?
I do, and this might upset one person in particular, but my next movie, Tangled. Let's
Damn!
go.
It's a good movie.
Uh,
Screw you!
dude,
I
again,
turned
like I feel
paid
like I've said this
glass.
for every movie. Storyline, music, characters, also the connections to like other Disney movies is cool, even though that's a theme throughout all more most Disney movies. Yeah, that was a top movie. Even as like a little boy watching that, even though it's like a quote unquote girl movie, princess movie, that was another one where I was just locked in the whole time watching that,
Yeah.
especially when Mr. Flint Rider gets stabbed at the end. I was like, oh dang,
That
dang.
that's a crazy little plot there at the end. Yeah.
You jerk, man.
Hank, what do you have to say?
I mean, obviously, that was the one princess movie and Carson was talking about that I was referencing. Tangled is awesome. The Tangled's a great movie. Um, yeah, a lot of good like emotions in it. The connection between Flynn and Rapunzel is great. Yeah, it's a great story overall. Good stuff. I thought I was gonna get this
I
sneaky,
thought it was gonna
the
fall.
sneaky final Mrs. Irrelevant pick, but oh well. There's plenty of good movies I can pivot
And I
to.
guess my sixth, it's kind of a toss-up. I watched this one the most recently, Beyond K-pop Demon Hunters, but I thought it was incredible. Watched it with my family, which was really fun. Uh, Soul. I thought it
Okay,
was,
man.
yeah,
I gotta
really good
rewatch that
story,
one.
I have
really
not
good
seen that.
story, unique, also just like heartwarming, wholesome. I think it made like all of my family tear up when we watched it, which was funny, but it was just overall really, really good animated movie.
Yeah, that's one I'm planning to do a Pixar rating sometime soon here because I finally watched Elio, the newest one, because it dropped on Disney Plus. And that's Soul's one of the ones I gotta rewatch before I do that because I've only seen it the one time when it first came out like 5 years ago. But I remember it being pretty good. So I don't have a whole lot to say just because I haven't seen it recently enough. But yeah, good pick.
That is a good pick. I do like all right, sorry. I've heard it's good. I've never seen it though. But I've heard good things, so I think it's a good pick. So
A
yeah.
great before.
All right. My last pick. I'm torn between two. Um, I'll just say them because Hank's only got one pick left, and I feel like he's already got his mind made up unless I end up picking it. I've got the Lego Movie and Over the Hedge.
Oh,
I think I love Lego Batman. Hank and I were talking about Lego Batman, how good it is. I think the Lego movie's a little bit better. Um, I I just like the
the
whole
best
Lego theme is
Batman
great.
movie, the Lego Batman movie.
Ooh, I don't know about that. But
I'm
uh
kidding.
but yeah, it's tough to choose. I'm gonna have to go with just so I don't pick another I guess they're neither of them are Pixar, so I can't go
Either way.
wrong. I'm gonna go Over the Hedge. Just
That'd be
because I
nice.
think I'll rewatch that one more times than I will the Lego Movie. I think some of the songs are a little bit annoying in the Lego Movie, and that's like the only reason why I don't
What
absolutely
you
love it.
don't think everything is awesome, bro?
I think Everything Awesome is like it's a good bit, but like the it gets a little bit like overdone, I think, in the movie. If they would have tied back on that a little bit, especially at the start. Yeah, I don't know. I love Over the Hedge though. I think it's a really funny, creative like movie.
It's great.
Um, yeah, there's just the
I love
creativeness
Over the
and the
Hedge.
plot is really good. And the
Come
characters.
on, guys. It's not like he can walk on water. Cuts to him
Walking
walking
on
across the
lily
lily pads
pads.
on water.
It's
That'd
yeah,
be
there's
gold.
so many good scenes in that movie that I can just like I'll sit there and laugh
Hammy.
and now.
Hammy's great. Love him.
Hammy
He
drinking the
found his
like
nuts, bro.
pickle. Yeah, there's it's a good story, good animated movie. And it's not a Disney movie that I can pick. So, yeah.
That's fair. Um, all right. Mr. Relevant pick. I'll shout out some of the ones I have left that I was really thinking about first. Um, I was thinking about either Lego Movie or Over the Hedge. I don't think I'm going to, obviously I can't go with Over the Hedge, but I don't think I'm gonna do Lego Movie. I was thinking about Wreck-It Ralph,
That's a good one.
Hercules, um, Megamind, Kung Fu
Megamind.
Panda 2, Shrek 2, Wild Robot, Mitchell's versus the Machines. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but that's a Sony one on Netflix. That's pretty great. Um, and then obviously a lot of the other Pixar stuff, and that's where I'm gonna go because I'm realizing we can't go a 21 pick animated movie draft and not talk about a single Toy Story movie. So I have to take
I
Toy
really
Oh,
Story
thought we were
3.
gonna do it. I really thought we were gonna do it.
I realized no one's taking. I'm like that's not okay. Like it's
I
maybe
agree.
the greatest animated franchise. So I don't like that they're doing a fifth one, but I'm gonna take Toy Story 3. I think it's the best of them, although they're all fantastic, of course.
No, that's
So
a good pick. I
that's
think
gonna be my last one.
I talked to Henry before and I was asking him his favorite Toy Story, and I think Toy Story 3 is the best one. One and two are good. Four is not my favorite.
I still
Um,
like 4.
four is good, but like I don't think like one and two. I think for me it goes three, two, one, my favorite ones. Um,
I would
so
probably agree. Yeah.
and so I think like them making four and then it'd probably for me go three, two, one, four. I just think it kind of like ruined that path of like, oh, they're getting better and better as they make them. So that kind of ruined it for me for four, but three's amazing. I think the whole like
Mhm.
being in the preschool is hilarious. Like
Yeah, it's a prison break movie,
it
but with
is.
Toy Story characters. So it's great. And then obviously
Yeah.
the end scene. I mean, like, dude,
Yeah.
damn,
The end scenes where they
Solo
all
or
the claw comes in and it's amazing.
saves him. Lots of that jerk, dude. That he might
lots
be
of
the Pixar's
good
best villain.
villain.
That dude's evil, man. Him or Syndrome. Like those dudes are just straight evil. And he's
Yeah,
a
they are.
freaking teddy bear, bro. Like, oh
That
yeah, he's
smells like
great because like
raspberry.
he acts so
Strawberry?
nice to him.
Raspberries or strawberries, one of the
Yeah,
That's
because
a great
he
pull though,
acts so
Henry.
nice to him, but then he's like just evil, and it's a great like he's kind of twist, I guess. So, but he's like a really good version of it.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I had to pick that because we cannot go the whole draft without talking about Toy Story because I think it's the best animated trilogy of movies and one of the best trilogies of movies, period. Which also I will I'll text you guys about it. Future preview for next draft, perhaps.
I like this.
Draft trilogies or like
Well,
series, movie series.
we'll figure it out. But that was kind of my original thought was to
Okay,
do
I'll be
movie
thinking.
trilogies.
I'll be
So
thinking
I'll
No
text
problem.
you guys about it though. We'll figure it out. Emmett also wants to be in. I texted him about doing this one, but he's busy today, so we'll get him in on the next one probably too. But yeah, I mean, any more thoughts on any of the other animated movies, any that we haven't talked about yet? You guys just want to give a shout
Finding
out?
Nemo, I feel like has to
Yep,
have
Yes, I
some
forgot about.
mention.
Yeah, when I was talking about
I
the
was
Pixar
gonna
ones,
say
there,
that.
Nemo, Wall-E, both ones I want to give a shout out
Yeah.
to. I mean, I ended it with 4 Pixar movies. I mean, it's my favorite type of animated movies, so I had to
Yeah.
like refrain a bit from doing 7 of them. But I mean,
I
there was a chance I could have, and I'm totally
Um,
fine with
Another one I really liked was Zootopia. I
it.
really
I have that written down.
yeah.
I just didn't mention.
I think I want to shout out one of the most overrated, I think. Up. I don't like Up.
Whoa, whoa!
I
Up's great.
uh I really don't I'm not an Up fan. I've never been an Up fan.
I think
Uh
Up has like the first 20 minutes is like some of the best first 20 minutes of any movie ever. And then I think it's like
the
good
the
the rest of the
first
way, but it's not like as good as some of these. I didn't write it down just because there's like enough Pixar ones that I like more than it. But I mean,
yeah,
this opening of it is fantastic.
But
yeah.
um,
No,
I
I
gotta
agree with
no, but
Yeah, I know Cars got to head out, so we can kind of wrap it up here.
it.
I'll have the in post. I'll put all the movies listed here so you can look at those. Vote in the comments who you thought is the best and
if
why it's
anybody made it
mine.
through, please vote.
Yeah, true facts. Yeah, vote.
If anybody made
Tell
it
everyone
through,
why it's the
comment
favorite.
Wally. Comment
Yeah,
Wally if you made it
yeah.
all the way
Comment
through.
Wally and who you thought was the best. And I'll
Yeah,
get these guys back for another draft sometime soon. I think I'll have one other video coming up this week as well. So, but yeah,
Let's go.
thank
thanks for
you
Thanks
having
for
to you
having
guys
us.
for joining. It was a fun time. We'll have to do another one of these sometime soon. So,
for sure.
thank you
All right.
guys, and thank you everyone for watching. And as always, subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.